I got this friend, Chris. This is Chris. And Chris is a martial arts instructor. Really nice guy. He was about kind of in his late 20s when I first met him. And he was a martial arts instructor part-time. And because it didn't make him enough money, he was also working as a personal instructor at the gym that I went to. And he would complain to me sometimes about how it, what it was like and how come he couldn't work full-time as a martial arts instructor. It didn't make enough money from it. He wanted to make more money from it. And he was teaching martial arts to teenagers and kids in sports halls. And he wanted to make more money, so he would go and hand out flyers to parents. And he did this outside of schools. And because it's England, he'd end up doing it in the rain. So I said to him one day, well, how come you don't do automated online marketing? Why don't you set up an automated marketing funnel, maybe use some Facebook ads, drive traffic from your website, that kind of thing? He said, what are you talking about? I said, all right, okay, let me explain. So I talked him through how automated marketing funnels work and what you can do with them and the kind of ways that you can use it to drive leads and get more people turning up. And he was like, this is great. And we worked together on it for like 9 months, something like that. Within that time, he filled up his academy completely, 120 students. He then opened it up on more nights. He opened up a second academy. He filled up the second academy straight away, day one, immediately full. Opened that up on more nights. He's now got these 2 academies completely full. He's making like 4 times as much money, about 60 grand a year, 60 grand a year. And he's just loving it. He's quit his job as a personal instructor. He's bought himself a house because he's a bit of a poser. He's bought himself a Jag. So that's what can be done with automated marketing funnels. This guy is a martial arts instructor. He didn't know shit about online business. He didn't have traffic coming to his website. He didn't have tons of SEO work he'd been doing over the years. He didn't have online courses. He's a fucking martial arts instructor. And he was able to do this in like a year. You can kill it if you use these ideas. You can absolutely crush it with this stuff. So today's talk is 7 badass marketing funnels. I'll show you mine. You don't have to show me yours. But I was thinking about names for it. I was like, what else might I call it? You could call it a funnel teardown. That's probably less fun than the original name. That's what I'm going to be doing, though, tearing down a funnel and showing you how it all works and what you can improve. And then I was thinking about that TV show. You ever seen that Pimp My Ride? Well, I thought instead of Pimp My Ride, maybe we could get rid of that and we could call it Pimp My Funnel. So today, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you how to pimp your funnel. So before we get going, I'm going to cover a lot. So please pay close attention. Turn off your email, turn off Facebook, put your phone to one side, pay really close attention. I'm going to go really fast. So who's this for? Who's this presentation useful for? This is right for you if you have got a ton of traffic coming to your website, but you're not converting enough of those people. Maybe you've got stuff coming in through SEO or YouTube or podcasts, or you've been blogging a lot, or you've written a book and you published on Amazon and you're getting traffic in through that. And you've got good product market fit. So one of the crucial things, one of the hardest things to do in business is get really good product market fit where people love what you've got on offer. So if you've got that and you've got that traffic, this is going to absolutely help you crush it. If you haven't got those things yet, well, it's going to be useful for you, but it might not be the right time to implement it yet. So who is this for in terms of what kinds of businesses? Well, this works for a wide range of businesses. Info products is like one that I work with a lot, but also this works for SaaS, agencies, coaches, FBA businesses, anything else online. So these principles apply whether you've got any of those kind of businesses. Info products, it's like 100%. This is like the thing for you. The other ones is like, this is going to make a really big difference too. So here's what people tell me. People say to me that they're frustrated that they haven't got enough customer lifetime value. Their customer lifetime value isn't high enough, that they don't have enough of the people who are coming to their website buying stuff from them. And they don't quite know why, and they need to try and improve that. And the kind of emotions that go with that is people tell me they're very frustrated, and you might be feeling this as well. They're frustrated that they know they should be working on a marketing funnel in order to improve all their conversions, but they don't really know what to do. They're not a marketing funnel expert. They're not quite sure what things to put in place. And maybe because they're not such an expert on that, they should just keep focusing on what they're already doing. more SEO traffic, more YouTube viewers. And instead of going, right, how can I combine that with the marketing funnel too? And I totally get that. I understand where you're coming from if that's you. I understand that that's frustrating. And so what I want to do today is I want to show you how funnels can help you to improve the revenue from your business, convert more people to customers, improve your customer lifetime value, and what's involved, what all the steps are. I mean, you're not going to finish today knowing exactly how to do it, right? But I want to show you, I want to inspire you with what's possible. So who am I? My name's John Ainsworth, and I run data-driven marketing. I've been building automated marketing funnels for about 15 years now, and I've done it in a wide range for different kinds of businesses. I've done it for SaaS and info products and agencies and what have you. And one of my strengths, one of the things that I'm really good at and very passionate about is about helping people spot what kinds of ways can these things work and visualize it and help bring it to life. I really like doing this. And my goal for today is to inspire you, is to show you what is possible, how this works. There are these systems, these types of funnels being used by 8-figure businesses, and you can just copy those. You can copy the exact types of systems they use. There aren't that many. There aren't that many kinds, but you can learn what they are, and then you can see how to apply it for your business and increase your revenue and get more customers, get more happy customers who are delighted with what you've got to offer. So it's a 3-step process. 3 steps, right? Not that much. So first step, map out your existing funnel. Second step, map out your ideal funnel. And third step, figure out how much money it will make you or how much money it might make you, because these are obviously going to be estimates. So step 1, map out your existing funnel. Right. What the fuck is a funnel? Like, okay, it's a lovely term, but what exactly do I mean by that? It's all of the steps involved from when someone gets to your website until they buy and buy again. So it's landing pages, sales pages, checkout pages. It's your emails that you send to people who subscribe to your email list and maybe haven't bought anything yet, or the people who have bought and making them other offers. It's all the different types of offers you have that are available through your site or through emails, what have you. So that's more expensive offers that you've got, cheaper offers that you've got, all these different kind of things, right? Retargeting ads on Facebook, all of that is your funnel. It's not what's kind of driving traffic in. That's at the very beginning, getting people to your site. It's more about once someone's on your site, what do you do next? And the way we see funnels represented, if you read an article about it, is always like this. It's always this beautiful, lovely diagram. Isn't it neat? Isn't it serene? Isn't it organized? And you pour traffic in the top and lovely money comes out of the bottom. And in my experience, that is bullshit. And most funnels look more like this. And they've just got money pissing out left, right, and center. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a specific actual funnel. And I've changed the name of this to protect the guy. So I'm not sharing completely all the details of the guy whose actual funnel this is, but this is a real actual funnel, a real client of mine, their actual funnel they've got in place. And then I'm going to show you what I would do, how I would change it, how I would improve that, how I'm going to pimp that funnel. So it's online courses for learning digital drawing. The company's called Digital Drawing Today. They get 42,000 visitors a month, mostly through Google, some through YouTube. They get 900 email subscribers a month. And so that's a couple of % of conversion to leads, so visitors to leads, which is strong. And they're making about $20,000 a month in revenue. The customer lifetime value is a bit over $600. So how does their funnel look at the moment? This is step 1. We're mapping out the current funnel. So step 1 is we've got their website, and we've got traffic coming into that from search from Google mostly. We've also got traffic coming into different pages through search, that's blog posts and whatever else. We've also got stuff coming in through YouTube, and each of those have got opt-ins. There's opt-ins on each of those different pages. And after those opt-ins, there's a chance to share that information with their friends on Facebook. That's the next step after someone's opted in for that lead magnet or freebie or useful ebook, what have you. After they've shared on Facebook, they're then offered asked to sign up, or would they like to sign up for a free email course? What else? So this is actually quite a good funnel already. Looking at this is thinking, This isn't your standard funnel. This guy's actually done some work on this already. So the next things we've got is after the opt-in, they're going to get some emails, some welcome sequence, and then, or maybe a video course. One of these 2 different sequences of 4 emails. And that then leads into a promotional sequence. And that's 4 emails in that. And after that, there's an offer of an annual membership. Takes them to an annual membership sales page. And if they don't buy the annual membership, then there's 4 emails in a promotional sequence to a monthly membership sales page. And then after that, there's a couple of emails a week, a Tuesday email and a Friday email. And then occasionally, 2 to 3 times a year, there's launches. And all of that is pointing people back to the annual membership sales page. That's like January, New Year, New You kind of thing. Learn this new skill, make sure you get right onto it. And then there's also Black Friday, that kind of thing. Now, if we look further down here under the annual membership sales page, we look down here, we'll see there's an order page. And with the order page, we've got a couple of emails that go out to people if they don't actually order. So we know their details by this point, but they haven't ordered. Well, we send them a couple of reminder emails. And here's an example of, this isn't from their funnel, but this is an example of the kind of email that you might send out at that point. And I like this one. I use this as an example because it's kind of funny. So this is from Nugs, who I think sell chicken nuggets or something like that. Your nugs are getting cold. We were fucking halfway done preparing your order and you dipped. Just like that. You closed the tab and since then you've been ghosting us. We don't want to have to throw these out. Here, even take this discount code. Don't be chicken 10 for 10% off. Please buy them. Thanks. So that's the kind of message you're sending out at that checkout if someone doesn't buy. All right, so let's go back. Now you'll see here we've got the same sequence, the order page and the thank you page with these emails for all 3 of these different sales pages. This normal annual membership, normally monthly membership, and the one with the launches. Okay, so what's next? All right, so here's the whole thing, right? If we zoom out, you can see the whole funnel so far, and this is what it looks like. And it's actually pretty good. And I'm going to compare this to a 1959 Cadillac DeVille. It's a good car. It's solid. But you know what? It's not as loved as it could be. So now we're going to do a little bit of work on it. We're going to pimp it up. So 3 steps. We've looked at number 1 so far. Map out your existing funnel. And then we're going to look at map out your ideal funnel. That's coming up next. And then we're going to look at figuring out how much money it will make you or how much money it might make you. So step 2, map out your ideal funnel. So what kind of funnels are there? Obviously today we're looking at info product funnel. And within that, we're looking at a tripwire funnel. That's the kind of funnel we're going to use today. I'm going to show you a great example of a tripwire funnel and how you can use it. And I'll explain what that is. But there's other kinds. There's a webinar funnel for info products you could do. For services, there's a webinar funnel to get appointments, and there's services sales funnels. There's SaaS free trial funnels. There's FBA review funnels. There's all kinds of different things, right? And I'm going to show you 7 examples total. That's why the name of the presentation, 7 Badass Marketing Funnels. And I'm going to give you all these funnel maps at the end. So at the end, I'm going to give you a link. You can download all of them so you'll see exactly. You can kind of copy it and use this for yourself. So here was the funnel we had so far, right? This was the digital drawing today funnel as it stands. Now we're going to zoom in on a particular bit. This is up in the top left corner. If you see everything in the top left corner, I'm just going to zoom in on that. All right, so we've got that bit. It says share on Facebook and free email course opt-in. And we're going to cut those bits out. They aren't the best use of those pages. So we're going to change it to be, so ignore that part at the bottom. That's just kind of part of the screenshot. But we're going to take it, just those opt-ins. We're going to delete the share on Facebook. And we're going to add in this tripwire sales page. Now, what the fuck is a tripwire? A tripwire is a small priced offer, something that is great value and that makes total sense as the first step so that somebody can start buying from you very easily. B2C, business to consumer info products, you're normally looking at $7. You could go up to 19, 22, 27, something in that kind of region. And that's their normal kind of range. If you were looking at B2B, it'd be a much higher price. But B2C, we're looking at that kind of price. So we want something around that, $7, $9, that's great. And people just go, oh, cool, I'll get that. And the reason this is so important is that this page is magic. And the reason this page is magic is because it fills a space in people's minds, which is just perfect. What's happened, right, is they've gone onto Google. They've searched for something. They had a problem in their mind, so they searched to find the answer to it. They saw your website in the listings. Congratulations, good work. They look at your SERP. They look at your listing in the Google rankings, and they click on it. They think it looks good, and they click through. They get through to your site. They like the look of your site. They don't bounce. They don't leave. They stay, and they read some stuff on there. And they look around, and they spot one of your lead magnets, your freebies, and they think, yes, this is going to solve my problem more thoroughly. I like the look of it. I'm going to sign up for it. They sign up for it. They have this problem very clearly in their mind now. They know that you are a good and reliable source of information, and some percentage of them would like this problem solved more thoroughly and are willing to pay for it. And that percentage is somewhere around 5 to 10% of those people. And so they are perfectly primed. They are ready to buy. They are excited. And if all you do on that page is say thank you, you have thrown away that opportunity. It's gone. That moment has passed. And to get that back, you're going to have to work and strive through all your email follow-up. So don't throw it away. Use this magical, perfect moment. And this is the way that I first learned about this. Many years ago, I was running a campaign for a local government organization who wanted to get people into sport and activity. And we had a fitness website where people could download free vouchers to try one of these local activities. It was a very worthy campaign. It wasn't making any money. It was all about just trying to get more people active. So people could get these vouchers, they could try something out. This is the sign up. This is like our lead magnet. They could put in their name and email, very straightforward. And what we would then do is we would email them afterwards and ask them to fill in a survey with their current activity levels. And about 8% of those people would fill that in. And we were frustrated because we wanted that information in order to provide that to government, in order to help them to show how they were meeting their key performance indicators, their KPIs. And so we tried lots of things with those emails. We tried doing an offer. We had a prize draw, and that didn't work very well. They got us up from 8% to 10%. We tried different subject lines. That didn't make any difference whatsoever. And then one day we thought, well, how about, we just had this idea, how about if we put that survey on the confirmation page? So after they added their name and email, they straight away got shown this survey. I thought the system was broken because we got so many responses. They were all coming into my email every day, and I could see how many were coming in, and it was flooded. I thought it was duplicating it. I thought something had gone wrong. It went from 10% to 70%. It was incredible. I was like, oh my goodness. After that, I realized this page was magic, and I started researching it. And that's when I first learned about tripwire funnels. I hadn't known about them beforehand, and I found out this page is magic. You have people's attention, you better use it. Digital Marketer, if you know them, they use this all the time. They love this system. They teach courses on this. So Digital Marketer will show you about the importance of this page. I helped one of my clients, Jonathan Green. He runs an info product business, Serve No Master. He teaches people how to make more money from blogging and podcasting and writing books to publish on Amazon. And he's very good at it, and he writes some brilliant courses, and he's been successful at it himself. And he had lead magnets on his page. He had some of these things you could sign up for free. And this is one of them. This is one of his pop-ups. Discover the 7 reasons you can't finish your product. And what he had after that was just a thank you message. If they signed up, they got a thank you message, and that was it. And I showed him this technique, and he replaced it with this. So this is his sales page for his tripwire. And I'm not going to play it right now, but I'll describe what he says there. And it's awesome. Go and check it out, servenomaster.com. He says, thanks so much for signing up for that, for those 7 reasons why you can't finish your product. And I'm emailing that to you now. It'll be with you in about 10 minutes. And it's going to be fantastic for you. It's going to really help you to get that product finished. And I know that it will. And once you've got that product finished, you're going to need to know how to be able to sell it. And so I've got this amazing offer for you. I've got something that is going to be super valuable for you. And because you're the kind of person who's signed up, who's taking action, I want to give it to you at a really reduced price. And then he explains the offer. And then you can see at the bottom of the page is $7, exactly like I said, right? Straight away, he started making sales from this. Straight away, he started getting money in. From this one lead magnet, he started getting in hundreds of dollars each month in tripwire sales. So this stuff works. It's brilliant. You're going to get somewhere between 1% and 5%. I've heard of people getting 10% of people buying. I've never achieved it myself. A more normal number is 2 to 3%. If you can get that, you can be pretty pleased. So now what we've got is that Tripwire sales page. The next stage is the order page. And I've written on here, order page includes order bump. So an order bump is where you offer somebody a little extra thing, if they want it, to go with that Tripwire. So let's say they've got the Tripwire from you and it's $7. They've added it to cart. You just have a little tick box with about 2 lines of text saying, would you also like the cheat sheet that goes with it? Or would you like the workbook that goes with it, whatever. And that might be another $7 or $10 or whatever it is. And you're going to make that a really good deal. You're going to make sure it's something that's, maybe it's normally $30 or $40, but you give them at a reduced price if they get it right now. And about 40% of people will get that. It increases your average cart value significantly and gets people more value, gets them buying from you, gets them used to buying from you and getting great value from you. So that's very important. Now, this isn't an idea I came up with either. None of these ideas I came up with. I learned this one from Amazon. They do it very well. If you go on Amazon and you go to search for something, let's say a book about property investment, you find this one, you add it to your basket. They're going to show you some other books that you might like. Who else does it? McDonald's. You go to McDonald's, you order a burger. Would you like fries with that? That's a cross sell. That's an order bump. It's basically just adding a little extra thing that goes along with the main product. Starbucks do it. You can go to Starbucks and you can buy a bog standard black coffee for whatever it is, $1.70, something like that. Or you can go and get the most expensive Starbucks drink ever. This is actually the second most expensive Starbucks drink at $102.15. They can give you a caramel macchiato with sprinkled toppings on top. I don't know, I don't drink coffee. But you know what I mean, right? You can go in there and you can buy an extra bit here and an extra bit there and some other stuff and a sandwich to go with it, what have you, and all of a sudden you're spending $10. That's what order bumps are. It's giving people the chance to buy other things at the same time as they're buying the main one they went in for. Okay, so what have we got there? We've got the order page with the order bump. Now, this point is magic. This stage after somebody has just bought something is also magic. So we offer them a more expensive offer. And the idea with the Tripwire is it should be useful but incomplete. And the upsell is more complete. So the upsell might be your main course. So here we have an annual membership as the offer. So that's what we're going to have as the upsell, is the annual membership. And out of the people who buy the Tripwire, up to 30% of people will buy the upsell. This is where the actual money comes in, and you've got people's attention, you've got them interested, you've got them onto your site, they've signed up for something, they've bought something, they feel good about it, and now some percentage of those people are going to buy your main product. This is the way a Tripwire funnel works. After the upsell, what are you going to have next? You're going to have a second upsell and offer them something else. People don't have to get this stuff, but quite a lot of people are now in the mood. They're like, yes, I'm definitely spending money with this guy. Now I'm used to doing it. I'm going to buy more from them. And then you go to a thank you. I've heard of people having 3 upsells. More than 3 upsells is maybe a little bit crazy, but 2 is what I like to do. Now, some of those people aren't going to buy when they get to the order page. So we're going to send them those follow-up emails, like those nugs ones I showed you earlier. And that's your abandoned cart emails. Some people will get to the Tripwire but never get to the order page. And we're going to promote those people to go to the upsell. And those people who get to the upsell, if they don't buy, we're going to have some emails for them, a countdown funnel, 3 emails in 2 days, 48 hours, where we're going to give them a discount on it if they come back and they buy. And we're going to do the same thing with the second upsell. All right, so now we've got a more thorough Tripwire funnel. Now we've pimped our car a little bit, right? Now this 1959 Cadillac DeVille is looking pretty shiny and sleek. Okay, what else are we going to do? We're going to put retargeting ads in here. If you see down here, we've got retargeting ads. Now, the idea with these is that someone's made it to one particular stage, and we are going to have an ad that is very specifically for following up with people at that stage. So it's very, very precise what kind of offer we're showing them and how long we're showing them for. And it's going to match with those emails that we've got. Same message, basically. But some people aren't going to see the email, so we have the Facebook retargeting ad as well. These are very, very profitable. The return on ad spend on these is significant. The abandoned cart ones is somewhere in the region of 3 times return on ad spend. Really, really good value. And where I learned about these was from Tier 11. My wife works there. It's an exceptional Facebook ads agency. Very, very good. And they have something called the e-com ad amplifier. And it shows what kind of ads you should have at each of these stages. There's 5 levels. Level 1 is cold. Level 2 is people who've viewed the content on your site. Level 2 is people who've engaged with your information. Level 3 is viewed content. Level 4 is add to cart. And level 5 is those who've purchased before. There's different kinds of ads for each stage. And that's the model that we're using here. Now we're going to put these retargeting ads in all different places. We're going to put them up here at the top with the order page. We're going to have them with this countdown funnel, this other countdown funnel. They're going to be in every one of those steps. We're also going to, if we zoom out a little bit here and look at the rest of the funnel, we're going to add them here with the opt-ins. Those ones aren't going to be as profitable, but there's a bigger audience, so that's still going to be good. And we're going to have them over here with the blog post. That's more like that engaged with content stuff, and that's going to get us more like about a 2 times return on ad spend. Now, if we zoom out and look at the whole funnel here, and then zoom in at the bottom parts, or look at those bottom parts, we're going to see there's retargeting ads to go with those abandoned carts as well. Okay, now we're going to zoom in on this bottom right corner. I'm going to go back a slide again. You see this bottom right corner down here. We are going to zoom in on that. And now we're going to shift it a little bit. You see we've got here promotional sequence and then the regular emails. We're going to move those over and we're going to put in here free content from courses. Now, these guys have got 60 different courses that make up their annual membership. 60 different courses. So what we're going to do is we're going to have each week 3 useful bits of content from one of those courses. We're going to choose course 1. We're going to take 3 useful bits of content, send it out to people, give them some great value, something they can apply straight away. And then we're going to follow that up with 3 promotional emails, pointing them to a individual course sales page at a heavy discount. So if they get it that week, they get it at a heavy discount. If they buy then, they're pointed onto an order page with an order bump. You're getting how this works, right? You've got the emails, you've got the retargeting, you've got upsell 1, you've got some more emails and retargeting, you've got upsell 2. 60 courses, that means 60 weeks, an automated sequence set up like that. So this is going to run, it's going to be a 60-week long promotional campaign. And it's going to be useful because each week they're going to get some useful bits of content. And those useful bits of content are going to intrigue them about that particular course. And if they like the look of it, they might sign up to buy it. Here's a guy who does this fantastically. It's called Tom Sears, and he runs Blues Guitar Mastery. And Tom's a good friend of mine. We're in a mastermind together, and I learned some of this stuff from him. He's just done an exceptional job with this, and he runs it beautifully. We don't have to be as good as Tom to make this work. You don't have to implement everything, but boy, it's a good inspiration. So what we've done now, right, we've taken our car and we've really pimped it up. We've shoved 10 speakers into the boot, right? This thing's getting to be pretty badass. Now, there's other kinds of funnels. I've shown you the info product tripwire funnel, but there's other kinds. There's the high ticket webinar funnel. That's what this one is. There's I use this for Make Sport Fun, a marketing agency for getting people into sport and activity aimed at government. And it's one of the other businesses that I run. I run this webinar funnel in order to drive leads for them, brought in over $100,000 worth of work. James Svitek runs B&B Mastery Program, and he uses this webinar funnel in order to drive inquiries for his course as well. It's like a $2,000 course, I believe. You've got an info product webinar funnel. That's this one. You've got a services sales funnel. Here's that. I use this with these guys as a company that designs labels for gins, vodkas, whiskies called Think Bold Studio, and help them to triple their revenue, double their prices, and get completely booked up months in advance using this particular funnel. There's a SaaS free trial funnel, and that's what this one is. And survey funnel, that's a much simpler one. That's like using the ask method from Ryan Levesque. There's our funnel we use for our business. That's this one here. So what I've got, I wanted to just show you these all quickly, and you're going to get copies of these. You can download all of these at the end, so don't worry about it. If you know, I know I whizzed through them super fast. But people love this stuff, right? And there's 2 reactions that I get. Number 1, this sounds amazing. And number 2, it looks like a lot of work. And the reason that it looks like a lot of work is because it's a lot of work. So, is it worth it? We've looked at 2 steps so far out of the 3 steps. We've looked at map out your existing funnel, map out your ideal funnel, and figure out how much money it might make you. So we're now on step 3, figure out how much money it might make you. And really, we're looking at digital drawing today as our example. So let's figure out how much money it might make digital drawing today. Okay. If we add in that tripwire funnel that I mentioned, the initial one at the top, then if 3% of people buy at that stage, which isn't easy, it's going to take some work to get it to 3%. If we get it to 3%, that's 24 people buying each month at $19 each, if that's the rate that we get. And it might be 7, it might be 9, it might be 19. This is just an estimate. Then at 24 people, that's $456 extra each month. That's a nice start, an extra $500 each month. Great. But what about if we add that order bump here? 40% of those people buy the order bump. That's 10 people at $9 each. That's an extra $90 each month. Now we're up to $546. If we put in that upsell 1, and 30% of people who bought the tripwire buy the upsell, that's 7 people. If that's $149, that's an extra $1,000 each month. We're now at $1,589. If we add in upsell 2, and 25% of people buy it, that's 6 people at $90, an extra $540. That gives us up to $2,129. If we add in the email follow-up that I was showing you as well, that's probably going to drive another 4. We're going to have 4 of those per month, 4 email promotions per month. And if 0.3% of people buy each month, then out of the 40,000 email list, that's going to be 120 sales each month. 120 at $29, buying a tripwire not tripwire, a low price version of the course, a discounted version of the course. That's driving an extra $3,480. We're now up to over 5,000. If we add in upsell 1 after those email follow-up for people who buy the cheap courses, that's an extra 40 people. That's going to drive an extra $5,000. Upsell 2, add that in. If that gets at 25%, that's 30 people at $90. That's an extra $2,700. We're up to $13,469. If we add in the retargeting that I talked about, that generally gives a 20% boost throughout the entire funnel once you get it all dialed in. We're now looking at $2,693. That means we're looking at $16,162 in total additional revenue per month that it might make. And we're using this to figure out, is it worth doing? Seems to me like it's worth doing. All right. Boom. We have pimped that car up. All right. So the 3 steps that I showed you, step 1, map out your existing funnel. Step 2, map out your ideal funnel. Step 3, figure out how much money it might make you. Now, if this was useful and you would like a free mini audit of your funnel, you can sign up for that at datadrivenmarketing.co/mini audit. And there's going to be a link underneath this presentation. So you can just click on that and go over there and sign up. Now, what are you going to get in this mini audit? It's not everything that I've shown today. It's the starting bit. I've splintered off a little bit because it's useful for people to get help with this, to kind of see what the right kind of funnel is for them. So you're going to be asked a whole load of questions. You're going to be asked to fill in a questionnaire about your business. Where are you at the moment? What kind of business you've got? What kind of funnel have you got in place right now? What kind of traffic you got? Where's it coming from? How much revenue you're making? These kind of things, right? This will help us in order to do this initial mini audit for you. Our normal regular audit is an offer we do for clients. It's $750. And it includes mapping out their current funnel, mapping out their ideal funnel, figuring out how much money it might make them, and creating a plan of every step to go through to put that into place so they can see how much work it is. And then some people obviously hire us to do that for them, and some people go and do it themselves. This is a mini audit. This is just a little bit of that. So what it's going to include is mapping out your current funnel and showing you the kind of funnel that is right for you. I've shown you 7 funnels very quickly today. But if you sign up for this, you're going to find out what is the ideal funnel type for you. So go to datadrivenmarketing.co/mini audit right now and start filling that in. And it's going to take you a couple of minutes to fill that out. That's all it's going to take. And so I'm just going to give you a chance to go and do that. In my experience, most people want that. So just go and sign up for that. And then at the end of that, I'm going to give you details of how you can get the copies of those other funnels if you don't sign up for this. filling that in. It shouldn't take you all that long to fill it in. The only part that maybe will is mapping out the current funnel. And I'll give you like another minute to finish off filling that out. People if they wanted a free strategy call. And what I found is some people really weren't ready for that. You know, they weren't ready to sign up for a call with me. They were maybe concerned they're going to get pitched, which, I mean, they're not. But that was people's kind of concern. And they're like, oh, are they worried they're going to be wasting my time if it wasn't right for them? And this is like a really easy first step for you to just let us know a bit about you, and we'll help you figure out what's the right kind of funnel for you. And then if you're interested after that, then you're very welcome to get back in touch, and we can have a chat about it and see if we can help you to set stuff up for yourself if you want a full audit or some support doing it. But this is just like to make it really easy for you to get started, and a way for us to help you to figure out what's right for you, to kind of take this presentation and make it practical. People love this shit. I do these for people all the time. And someone the other day said, they tell me they put their funnel map up on the wall. They were like, oh, this is perfect. I'm pinning this up, and this is like a work of art for me. So hopefully that's been helpful today, and hopefully you've gone and signed up now for your mini audit. If not, do go and do that straight away after we're finished. If you want the downloads that I mentioned before, you can get that from datadrivenmarketing.co/useful downloads. That's datadrivenmarketing.co/useful downloads. But if you sign up at mini audit, you're going to get all of that stuff through anyway. You're going to get that stuff through automatically as well, because you're going to get exactly the right funnel map for you. You're going to get like the personalized, specific one that's just right for you. And so I really hope that's been helpful. Do go and sign up for that now if you haven't done already at datadrivenmarketing.co/mini audit. And I look forward to talking to you soon.